Hi everyone, my name is Junon. I'm an advanced meditator with more than 10,000 hours of meditation practice and the author of the book Theta-Waves Meditation. And I'll put a link to my book below. This video is about why most people experience accelerated aging. We hear a lot of advice in terms of how to slow down aging, or at least age gracefully, but there is an aspect that is rarely talked about. It has to do with the fact that most people are hypoxic. So in other words, they're not receiving enough oxygen so that their body can function well for a long period of time. If we look at the human cell, is that the organelle that produces energy is the mitochondria. And mitochondria need oxygen and nutrients to produce the energy unit that is called ATP. But the mitochondria need more oxygen than nutrients because we can survive a few days without water, even a few weeks or a few months without food, but we can only survive a few minutes without oxygen. So the number one sort of aspect that we need to look at when we want to enhance over our health and our longevity has to do with getting enough oxygen. Most people hyperventilate through the mouth because they are chronically stressed. And one key aspect that lets you know if you are getting proper oxygenation has to do with whether or not you have a mental illness. Why is that so? Is that any organ that is metabolically very active requires more ATP. In other words, it requires more oxygenation. And the organ that is the most metabolically active is the human brain. So the first organ to show signs of problems has to do with the brain. So if a person has never had a mental illness, it means that this person is properly oxygenated. In the Western world, about 80% of adults have a mental illness. So in other words, the majority of people are not getting proper oxygenation. There is a natural way to correct this issue. One tool is meditation. Unfortunately, most people struggle with meditation because they have a beta brain dominance, and to meditate, a person has to slow their brainwaves to alpha, or better yet, theta. So what I've done is I created meditation videos with a theta brainwave frequency embedded in them. So when people watch these videos, their brainwaves are automatically entrained to be slower so that they can experience a deep meditation on their first attempt. And by doing so, their resting breathing rate automatically corrects, and they are able to breathe normally and be better oxygenated. And long term, what happens is that the person now ages normally. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put below a link to my 7-day free trial so you can test these videos and know that they actually work before subscribing. In other words, it's not by accident that most people in the Western world age faster than they're supposed to. And the main reason is the fact that they are hypoxic, so they're not getting proper oxygenation to their tissues. Most importantly, metabolically very active organs, such as let's say the heart or the pancreas, but most importantly the brain, because the brain is the most metabolically active organ in the body. So if a person has never had a mental illness, it means that they are properly oxygenated and they are aging normally. And luckily, with the technology nowadays, you can slow down your brain waves, which will slow down your resting breathing rate, and be able to correct this issue, getting proper oxygenation, and overall have a healthier, longer life. And again, I'm going to put below a link to the 7-day free trial of my meditation videos that can slow down your brain waves, correct your resting breathing rate, and getting proper oxygenation. So let me know what you think about the content of this video by commenting below. If you like this video, if you learned something, please click on the like button. Also remember to click on the notification bell to be notified of other videos I'm going to be making. Subscribe to my channel, and we will talk soon.